Quercetin is used for allergies, arthritis pain, athletic muscle soreness, memory, a leaky gut, and reducing the symptoms of COVID-19. Quercetin is a flavonol from the flavonoid group of polyphenols found in many plants. Quercetin is commonly found in foods such as capers, buckwheat, radish leaves, dill, cilantro, onions, and others. Quercetin is found in some herbal nootropic supplements, including ginkgo biloba and St. John's wort. It's one of the most abundantly consumed flavonoids in your diet. It's estimated that an average person consumes up to 30 milligrams of quercetin every day. Quercetin's unique biological properties may improve cognitive and physical performance and reduce the risk of infection. The antioxidant properties of quercetin may help to fight free radicals, reducing the cellular damage that's caused by oxidative stress. Some of the benefits of quercetin: it reduces blood pressure, boosts immunity, fights inflammation, combats allergies, prevents infection, and repairs a leaky gut and a leaky brain barrier. Quercetin may lower the risk of age-related cognitive decline and neurodegenerative diseases. As a potent antioxidant, quercetin has been shown to inhibit the amyloid plaques that are associated with Alzheimer's disease. Quercetin improves the memory by boosting mitochondrial function and decreasing reactive oxygen species production. Quercetin protects against brain toxicity that's caused by heavy metals like lead, metal mercury, and tungsten. Quercetin is known for its anti-inflammatory properties. It's used to lower blood pressure, control obesity, lower cholesterol, and protect against heart attacks and stroke. Quercetin is yellow in color and is poorly soluble in hot or cold water, but easily soluble in alcohol and fat. Quercetin cannot be produced in your body, and it must be obtained from food or as a supplement. Quercetin is one of the popularly used bioflavonoids for the treatment of metabolic and inflammatory disorders. Hundreds of in vitro and animal studies and a few human studies have been conducted to study the effects of quercetin. Research shows it has antioxidant properties and is potent enough to treat infections, inflammation, neurodegeneration, and even certain types of cancer. Quercetin has also recently been found to be beneficial in reducing the symptoms of COVID-19. A Chinese study showed that quercetin bound with the spike protein in the coronavirus, reducing its ability to infect cells. Several in vitro studies show that quercetin is a potent antioxidant and is capable of scavenging free radicals and protecting the brain from damage caused by oxidative stress. Quercetin's antioxidant property is mainly due to its effects on glutathione enzymatic activity and reactive oxygen species caused by environmental factors and other toxins. Due to its ability to scavenge free radicals, quercetin has the potential to reverse cognitive deficit, and it may help to improve memory. One animal study using mice showed increased learning and memory in the mice who were administered quercetin, with no improvements in the control animals. Natural brain aging often results in neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and Huntington's disease. But even if you don't experience neurodegenerative diseases as you get older, human aging naturally results in chronic inflammation, poor memory, increased belly fat, mitochondrial insufficiency and dysfunction, neurodegeneration, high cholesterol and triglycerides, and insulin resistance. Adding quercetin to your diet may help to prevent some of these neurodegenerative diseases and the symptoms that are typically associated with aging. Quercetin has the unique ability to increase Claudin-4, and this seals tight junctions, and it heals a leaky gut or leaky blood-brain barrier. Quercetin is a potent antioxidant, and it may protect your brain from oxidative stress. In 2014, scientists administered quercetin to rats, within 48 hours of the animals suffering from brain edema. The study showed a high dose of quercetin administered 48 hours after the stroke helped to reverse neurobehavioral deficits that were the result of brain edema, which is swelling due to fluid buildup. This included a significant reduction in oxidative stress and a reduction in cellular apoptosis. Quercetin protects the brain against toxins by activating the brain's natural immune system. Another study in 2013 was conducted to deduce the effects of quercetin on lead toxicity, and it showed that quercetin significantly prevented lead-induced neurotoxicity and oxidative stress. Studies with animals also demonstrated quercetin's ability to help to preserve brain activity in degenerative diseases like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease. Studies show that quercetin has a therapeutic potential because it can inhibit beta-amyloid aggregation and tau phosphorylation, and it inhibits acetylcholinesterase, which in turn increases acetylcholine levels. Quercetin may also boost testosterone levels. UGT2B17 is an enzyme, and it converts testosterone into testosterone glucuronide, which is then excreted out of your body through the urine. Quercetin has been shown to inhibit this enzyme's activity by as much as 72%, according to lab studies. This means supplementing with quercetin as a nootropic may slow down its excretion and boost the levels of testosterone in your blood. Quercetin also inhibits aromatase, which is the enzyme that converts testosterone into estrogen. Some quercetin users report a significant reduction in COVID-19 symptoms. Those infected with the virus reported using quercetin with vitamin C, vitamin D, and zinc. Their breathing was easier, and this combination helped them to recover faster. And this is beginning to be backed by clinical studies also. Many using quercetin report a dramatic improvement in seasonal allergy symptoms. Others claim that quercetin helps to reduce muscle soreness after a workout, and arthritis pain is also reduced. Many people said using quercetin consistently reduced their cold symptoms faster. Some suffering from allergies say that quercetin is a great alternative to antihistamines without the drowsy side effects caused by these drugs. Overall, quercetin users said they were able to breathe easier, experience less pain, and had more power and stamina. A double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical trial was conducted in 2013 in Iran with 26 badminton players. One group was given quercetin at 1,000 milligrams per day for 8 weeks, and the control group was given a placebo. The aim of the study was to determine how quercetin supplementation affected performance, muscle damage, and body muscle in badminton players. Lactate concentration, body fat percentage, and VO2 max did not show any significant difference after the 8 weeks in either group. But there was a significant difference in the time to exhaustion in the quercetin group, but not in the placebo group. The researchers concluded that the intake of quercetin may improve endurance exercise performance, but it may not reduce the body fat percentage. Several animal studies have been conducted to evaluate quercetin's effect on oxidative stress. In one study, oral quercetin was shown to protect rodents from oxidative stress disorders that are associated with it. Quercetin also protects against the neurotoxicity of several heavy metals. 3 animal studies were conducted on the impact of quercetin on toxicity induced by lead, metal-mercury, and tungsten. The results indicated that quercetin functioned as an effective protector against metal-induced neurotoxins, and it could be considered a potent therapeutic intervention to cure cognitive deficits that are induced by these metals. High-fat diets cause oxidative stress, which may lead to neurodegenerative disease. In one study, a test group of mice were fed a high-fat diet and they were given quercetin. The scientists found that quercetin reduced the cognitive impairment induced by a high-fat diet. Quercetin has been shown to improve neuronal function recovery in rats that were affected with intracerebral hemorrhage by inhibiting inflammation response and apoptosis and by promoting nerve function restoration. Recent studies have shown that quercetin reduces the symptoms of Alzheimer's disease and other age-related cognitive disorders also. Although the research is limited, the few studies that are present on quercetin's ability to reduce the symptoms of the novel coronavirus indicate it has a significant capability to interfere with the replication of the virus. Quercetin exhibits a wide range of antiviral properties, and this can intervene in every step from virus entry to replication to protein assembly. The impact of quercetin can be further enhanced through the co-administration of vitamin C and zinc. The recommended dose of quercetin is 500 mg up to twice per day. Quercetin doses of 1000 mg and, on the advice of a doctor, up to 3000 mg per day to reduce COVID-19 symptoms. Note, this is for short-term use at such high elevated doses. Your daily intake of quercetin from food in a typical Western diet is estimated to range from 0 to 30 mg per day. Quercetin as a supplement has low bioavailability because it doesn't easily cross the intestinal wall. Poor bioavailability is why many quercetin supplements include other compounds like vitamin C, bromelain, and other digestive enzymes to help to boost the absorption. A more recent development shows increased absorption of quercetin when it's attached to a phospholipid complex made from lecithin called a phytosome. Quercetin phytosome has been shown to be 20 times more bioavailable than quercetin on its own. Research also shows that quercetin has a synergistic effect when it's combined with other flavonoid supplements like resveratrol, genistein, and catechins. Quercetin is non-toxic and is considered well tolerated and safe when used at recommended doses. Supplementing with more than 1000 mg of quercetin per day may lead to symptoms like stomach aches, headaches, and tingling sensations. You should talk to your doctor before taking this supplement if you're pregnant or breastfeeding. Quercetin inhibits aromatase, so if you're being treated for breast cancer, talk to your doctor before supplementing with quercetin. Animal studies show that high doses of quercetin can have a negative effect on sperm quality and sperm count in males, but only when coupled with elevated oxidative stress. This hasn't been proven in humans, but it's worth keeping in mind if you're having fertility problems. Quercetin can also thin your blood, so it may interfere or amplify the effects of blood thinning medication, and there's some evidence that quercetin could interfere with transplant anti-rejection drugs. There's no clinical proof that quercetin is safe to use for longer than 12 weeks. The safety of long-term use of quercetin is unknown. Quercetin is especially helpful for those suffering from allergies, arthritis pain, muscle soreness after a workout or a cold. Quercetin seems to be effective according to new clinical studies and several user reviews for reducing the severity of symptoms that are associated with COVID-19. Quercetin is non-toxic and is considered well tolerated and safe when used at the recommended dose. Since quercetin in its pure form is not easily absorbable by your digestive system, you should choose a quercetin supplement that's combined with bromelain, vitamin C, or a quercetin phytosome. Quercetin as a nootropic seems to be effective, starting at 500 mg per day. Doses above 1000 mg per day are not recommended for long-term use.